And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another day, another week, another edition of the WardiTV Monday, number 23. Your weekly dose of WardiTV StarCraft. Let's go, let's go. I'm of course VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all to our weekly open tournament. And if you're in the chat, exclamation mark B in the chat. The bracket is live, the bracket is stacked, and we are jumping into our first series of the night. We're jumping into our initial PvP. Let's go. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss from South Korea. It is ReBellioN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the yellow Protoss player from the land of the Netherlands, representing Shopify ReBellioN. It is Harstem. Let us go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we settle into our PvP. Oh boy, there's a lot to get into, and we'll be going over the bracket ourselves after this series. For now, though, we're going to be focusing on our initial matchup here, and I'm ready. I'm excited. Honestly, Harstem is a rarity here. We rarely get to cast Harstem. He's not the most active of players anymore, so I'm happy to see him, happy to indulge in some captain action. Let's go, baby, let's go. I do rate him here. I do definitely give the edge to Harstem in this series, but at the same time, ReBellioN has been looking very impressive as of late, and I never want to count ReBellioN out. Not at all. For those that are curious, for those who are maybe unfamiliar, ReBellioN is Gyelzing. He's a Korean Protoss. He has been around for a very long time, has been competing for a long time as well. For the most part, has been kind of on the brink of breaking in the pro scene, more or less a Code A player, essentially a player that's been trying to break into, you know, the Code S GSL echelon of play, and still a worthy opponent. We'll see how Harstem does compare. For now, we have our initial openers. It's going to be double gate. 2-gate opener here out of Harstem. Likewise, 2-gate opener. Sorry, my apologies. 2-gate opener out of Harstem. It's going to be a gate expand into Cybercore out of ReBellioN. Oh my god. ReBellioN, calm down. Okay, so ReBellioN is going to be opening up more economically here. He's going to be cutting corners, and Harstem is going to be tempted to be aggressive, to punish the greed of ReBellioN. Oh boy, here we go. Back at home, we have again our initial 2-gate opener. From here, we could try to proxy across the map. The second pylon, though, has been placed already. ReBellioN does confirm that for the time being, he is safe. This can still turn into an all-in. We'll see how Harstem does respond. My eyes are on this probe. Again, yep, there we go. What? One base all-in. Again, the reason why he's responding in such a way is because ReBellioN opened up hyper greedy. Just a really greedy opener out of ReBellioN, skipping out on his cybercore, delaying the cybercore, delaying the rover, delaying the gateway, delaying everything. ReBellioN will scout though, and he will confirm the pylon. He confirms the all-in. He knows. Okay. First step is done. ReBellioN, he knows that Harstem is going for the one base all-in. Behind this, gateway's on the way. We have another gateway across the map. It's going to be 4-gate aggression or 4-gate all-in out of Harstem, and ReBellioN knowing it's half the battle, but defending is the other half, and he needs time for the rover. Robo is on the way, Immortal as well. Needs a little bit more time here to prepare, to get ready. As we have our shield battery being thrown down, Stalkers are amassing, are getting set up. And so far, again, Harstem, he has the higher Stalker count, is pushing in, up. So far, the shield battery putting a lot of work, but only one shield battery, and the shield battery is already out of energy. Yeah, it's already out. We have another shield battery on the way. Again, ReBellioN needs more time. Harstem going for another warp in. Warps in another wave here of Stalkers. Is going to be committing up to 7 Stalkers already against 2. Another shield battery on the way, but again, they might just be too late. As the pylon does fall, Immortal does arrive. We need the Immortal. We need him. First Stalker gets locked down, and Harstem is breaking through, takes down the first Stalker, going for the second as well, and now going for the Immortal. And the Immortal can barely hold its own here, survives a little bit longer, does eventually fall. And it's just too much. It's too much, man. It's too much. As Harstem, he has broken the defenses here. The workers are going down one after the other, going for the final Stalker as well. And with that, Harstem, oh, I should say, ReBellioN, he asked Harstem to all-in him, and he did. And, and it worked. GG gets called. Harstem takes game number 1. GG. Again, ReBellioN almost asking to be all in, cutting corners and being hyper greedy. Harstem, he's like, okay, sure. You want me to all in you? We'll do it, papi. We'll dance. And ReBellioN, he was not able to hold on, not able to defend. He had a Robo and the Immortal on the way. But again, it did feel like the shield batteries were a little bit too late there in the defense. We saw that the first shield battery was already tapped out of energy already to begin with before the main fight even began. And he was overwhelmed. Was overwhelmed in the end. GG, well played. Harstem takes the lead. And now we are getting ready for game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. We'll see if ReBellioN does temper himself. I would imagine that ReBellioN is going to be opening up in a more a more standard fashion this time, and calming things down and potentially delaying his own delaying his own expansion in favor of extra gateways. I would hope so. Otherwise, we could see a reversal. Instead of hyper greed out of ReBellioN, we could see an all-in. I'm ready for it. Let's go. I am ready for it. And so now jumping into that second game. I can't imagine we're going to be seeing another economic opener though out of ReBellioN, especially not on Whispers of Gold, as that is going to be our next map. We're dropping in. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force that ace match. It is ReBellioN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have someone. Oh, true! I just realized in the chat, representing Shopify ReBellioN. I feel like, hey, Shopify, do you guys want to pick up another player? I mean, it's on brand. True, true. We have the yellow Protoss player from the Netherlands. It is Harstem. ReBellioN versus ReBellioN. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. So we are setting up. And again, this time I would imagine that ReBellioN is going to be setting up here with a second gateway, and this time not rushing to an expansion, especially on Whispers of Gold. Just winding it back a little bit here. Welcome, one and all, to Whispers of Gold. This is a rush map. It is a very small map. Short rushes is by ground. Very indefendable natural third and fourth base. Very difficult to defend, I should say. Not indefendable, just really, really difficult. It does favor the aggressor here, so I would imagine we're going to calm things down, and we're going to open up in a more standard fashion. As I say that, a 2-gate opener out of Harstem, and ReBellioN, he's doing it again. God damn it. That's 1 gateway into what? No second gateway, no Cybercore. Gateway into Nexus. It's the same build. It's the same build out of ReBellioN, and once again, when Harstem gets across the map, he's going to see this, and he's most likely going to proxy. Already, though, setting up a pylon. Now, this is actually going to help ReBellioN here. Harstem, he doesn't scout. He does not scout. He sets up a proxy pylon here on the right-hand side. This looks like a prime location for a proxy Stargate. If this is a proxy Stargate, this is not a one-base all-in. It is a way to deal economic damage, and that means that ReBellioN should get away with this build. So Harstem is blindly opening up Stargate, and this, I want to say, is going to favor the Korean Protoss more so. Never mind. Never mind. That was if it was a Stargate. It's a Robo. It's a one-base all-in. Harstem is doing it again. Different variation of one-base all-in, but a one-base all-in nonetheless. And I have to favor Harstem here. I got to favor him. ReBellioN, I wasn't too convinced in his defense last game. We'll see if he can fare a little bit better this time. Safety shield battery. ReBellioN, he does confirm across the map that the pylon is missing. He knows that something is wrong. He knows that something is up. Oh boy. And he will be scouting with that hallucination. We'll confirm, and behind this we need a defensive Robo. That's the big thing we need right now. There it is. Robo's on the way. So ReBellioN, he will have some immortal production available to him. Likewise, additional shield batteries also going to be required. We saw how that one shield battery just was not enough last time. Scouting, he does get eyes on the Adepts. Is aware. Is aware of the Adepts. Likewise, blocking off the shade. More Adepts on the way. Gets to be War Prison first into immortal production. And with help of this War Prison, the Adepts can go straight into the mineral line. Straight into the main base of ReBellioN. Which means this shield battery is not going to come into play. Not yet. Thankfully, second shield battery in the main. We have a Stalker, we have a Sentry, we have units in position. Despite that, Adepts, they can one-shot probes. They can. Oh, And they barely won't. Gonna be forced to shade away. Nice force field. Nice force field. No workers here at the natural so far. Good defense out of ReBellioN. Harstem not achieving too much here. And does cancel the shade. Does cancel. Sentry will bring in. Has that force field available. Oh. Takes down the shield battery. And yeah, from here, I mean, ReBellioN, he has to go down to the low ground if he wants to save that base. Otherwise, it is going to be forfeit. It's going to go down. Yeah, ReBellioN, he is abandoning that low ground. I mean, he cannot push down. He cannot push in. And the base will fall. Now, the question becomes, does Harstem expand? Does he expand from here, or does he try to force the issue up the ramp? Has high ground vision, gets a pylon, not bad. Takes down a pylon. Can go for the gateway. Can chip away at this wall. And again, there's just not much that ReBellioN can do here. Yeah, there's not much he can do. He can just sit back and watch as his gateways are going down. Oh, nice force field, but again, we have the War Prism. Cybercore is under threat. And ReBellioN, he has to try to break out here. Can he save the Cybercore? So it's not going to happen. Cybercore goes down as well. Do you hear ReBellioN getting across the map with his own War Prism? Harstem does expand. I think this is a really mature decision here. Like, Harstem doesn't have to force the issue. He can just chill, back off, expand, saturate his natural. He doesn't have to try to force the all-in and try to break up the ramp. And with that, he's just pulling ReBellioN apart. He has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probe kills. A solid start for Harstem. Likewise, he does go for the scout, does hallucinate. ReBellioN could be moving in with his own zealots. Oh god. Oh no, there's no prism. Oh, sorry, there's no cybercore. I was gonna say he should be going for a depth harass, but he can't warp into depths. He lost the cybercore. It's still being built. No. So harassing with some slow lots instead, less than ideal. Yeah, just a rough position here for ReBellioN. Not like this. Harstem pulls away. Here come the slow lots. They force a defensive warp in. And they do get a couple of probes at least. A couple. But the Wardi has arrived. Shuts down the prism. Shuts down the zealots. An equivalent trade. Almost equivalent. But Harstem has a base. He has 2 bases. He can make 2 probes at a time. ReBellioN is stuck on 1. Oh. Ooh, as the Immortals are going to go down. Nice setup here from ReBellioN. Looks like he caught the War Prism. Yeah, he caught the War Prism. Okay. Harstem flew too close to the sun. He got burned. Did get burned. Good moment here for ReBellioN, but 1 moment is not good enough. We need more. We need more here. So ReBellioN does move out. Rotate over. Likewise, Harstem threatening his own dive. And ReBellioN, he will find the proxy. He can shut it down. At the same time, oh god, it's wide open. the natural, the main base is wide open. They have to say shade into the main. They can focus on the probes. They can, and they will. 2, 3 probes going down. They can just keep on going. They head further in. And this is game-ending damage. I mean, even in the lead up to this, the drop harass was becoming too much. And all that Harstem needs here is shield batteries. All he has to do is just defend, just survive. Just turtle up on 2 bases, get the shield batteries up and running. Get into upgrades. Blink, +1. And it's going to be an uphill battle here for ReBellioN. And this is also, I mean, a good showing here of why you don't open up as crazy greedy as ReBellioN did. Even MaxPax doesn't get away with this, right? Well, he can't get away with it either, right? Like, a lot of people, they actually say, oh, MaxPax, he goes for economic openers. He doesn't. He goes for safe economic openers. Even MaxPax, he goes gate into Cybercore into Stargate before Nexus. He doesn't even do what ReBellioN did, which is crazy. going gate expand. Insane. From here, really ReBellioN, he's hoping for Harstem to make a mistake. He's hoping for a mistake. He's hoping for a slip up here from Harstem. And there's a chance that maybe Harstem, just like we saw previously, it happened a little bit off screen, but if he goes for another drop into the main and loses the Warp Prism, if he goes for a counterattack and maybe commits to a shade that he shouldn't, or as Harstem moves out, ReBellioN moves in and is able to counterattack and get into a mineral line and then recall back home. There are some like specific situations or scenarios that can play out in favor of ReBellioN, but it's not easy. Okay, Bay. I see you. we have the Bay on the way. Disruptors. I mean, that will do it. True, true. I mean, when it comes to tech options, either going to DTs or Disruptors, both are viable options here. There, I believe, should be detection for Harstem. Yeah, there's the Observer. So DTs wouldn't quite do the trick, but Disruptors, they can. And there it is, first Disruptors on the way. So as a result, you can be down 20, 30, 40 supply, but if you can land a couple of juicy Novas, you can make up for that. You can make up for that, and you can take a fight yourself, even being down in supply. So this is the correct decision here for ReBellioN, but he still needs more time, and here comes Harstem. Harstem is not giving him that time. He does move out with everything he has. Goes his Immortals, Chargelots, Archons as well. Here comes that first Disruptor. Yo, we have the hallucinations. Let's go. Which one is real? Which one, Pappy? Let's go. It does have the Observer. So really has to be careful. Harstem is in. Nova goes up. Ooh. Okay, connection. Gets a Death, gets a Sentry. But does need more. Second Disruptors on the way. Shield Battery out of Engie. And the Force Wheels are brutal. They lock down one of the Immortals. Yeah, the Immortal is going to fall. Disruptor as well. No. Disruptor goes down. There's one Nova left. And it's not going to be enough. Nova goes up. Harstem, he does split. Takes it over to the Archon, but GG gets called. And Harstem, he will break through and he will take the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Harstem will claim the series, will advance on into the next round. Congratulations, my condolences to ReBellioN. Again, it was a very short series, and it doesn't feel like we really got to see what ReBellioN was made of, both in Game 1 and in Game 2. ReBellioN, he was hyper greedy, gate expand, and both in Game 1 and in Game 2, he just got all in. He just, like Harstem, he just all in him 2 games in a row and was able to take it then and there. GG, Harstem does take it, does advance on. My condolences to ReBellioN, and that leads us into the bracket. Let's go. Let us go. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. Let us switch our scenes over and catch up, because there's a lot to get through.